Hi, my name is Ria Shahan, and this is my second video review for the class Urban Food and Society. So in the previous video, we learned on what active learning is, we defined what sustainability is, and the challenges in assessing urban sustainability and the challenges in the current urban food systems we have. We talked about what the human water footprint is and what the meaning of green, blue, and gray water is. Lastly, we talked about sustainable architecture and what it means for the future. So, the first topic we're going to cover is sustainable communities. This creation of sustainable communities begins with the changes to existing and new coming infrastructures. This includes the attribution of new forms of energy that is sustainable. One that is not new, but a large improvement from fossil fuels reliant energy is solar energy, which is simply an energy that is created with the use of the sun being a natural resource, which does not add to the pre-existing global warming issue. Low energy homes are buildings that would use the least amount of energy possible for the same amount of amenities that we use on a day-to-day basis. This would mean incorporating renewable energy and policies that would connect homes to district networks that regulate the energy consumption, making it as minimal as possible. Rainwater management systems are another way of making a community more sustainable, as rainwater has many different uses, which could be used for agriculture and community gardens or even a personal one. An issue in adding all of these systems to communities is the laws and policies that the government would have to put in place to make these happen, and the support and understanding of sustainability is minimal for the public, as others in the class have mentioned. So, the support for these systems, along with the support for funding, is close to non existent. Next, we're going to be talking about food waste. Food waste occupies nearly 25% of natural resources attributed to agriculture, but nearly a billion meals worth of food every day also goes to waste around the world. The food waste is deafening as many people suffer from food insecurity along with water insecurity. As the global population increases, it is not sustainable to continue to waste as much food as we do. Many forms of food will not be able to be produced at the level in which the public is demanding it, as the resources utilized to produce these foods, such as meat products, could not be used in these manners anymore. There are many ways food production can be improved, as much as what is used during food production is waste compared to what could be utilized and produced if they were better systems being utilized. As others in the class have said, people are unaware of these issues of food waste and the issues in the food production. So education in these issues seem to be very apparent and necessary to improve food waste. Next, we're going to be talking about how to rethink food waste and what it means for us. One way to reduce food waste for those that do not have access to large-scale change is bettering our daily habits and trying to avoid food waste. This would include buying only the things that we need, using everything that we use or everything that we buy, storing food more efficiently, such as in the freezer, and reusing cooked food, such as storing food for later. Composting is another way to reuse food scraps, turning it into useful fertilizers for community gardens or personal gardens. Locally grown food, relating to those community gardens again, could connect more people to healthy and nutritious vegetables and fruits, as many people struggle to create healthy habits of incorporating these into their daily diets, and as many others feel they do not have the money or the means to buy enough fruits and vegetables for their daily meals as well. Anaerobic digestion is another way to improve food waste, as it is a resource that can create biogas, which biogas is something that in return is a renewable source of energy. Anaerobic digestion reduces food waste and reduces greenhouse gas emissions as well. But there are many different issues in the technology and the cost of anaerobic digestion systems. But if invested, it could be a very effective and easy way to reduce food waste, creating much less reliance on fossil fuel energy. There are many different ways food waste could be reduced and processed for better uses, but this would mean a large investment in research and development in pre existing methods, but also finding new methods to reduce our food waste, which is also another issue as people do not feel it is necessary or they don't know about this issue. Next, we're going to be talking about insects as protein. The circular agriculture economy includes the waste of something that is no longer needed in the process of completing certain products. But the use of insects in this process could significantly reduce the waste of those discarded items. Insects are an efficient use of space, but also create many new useful products from the waste from these circular agriculture economies. According to the Nutritional Quality Index, insects are very high in protein as well, which people tend to rely on items such as regular meat products such as beef or chicken. This could be used as a way to reduce the increasing demand for protein products or seen as a solution to a lack of protein in diets, as many supplements have already begun using insects as a means for proteins, such as protein bars. The largest issue with the use of insects as protein is the social disapproval of using insects in their diet. Many people view insects as nuisances or something that absolutely cannot be consumed, and many people spend their entire lives steering clear of insects, but as demand for meat products and the population has been increasing, this may be something that people will just have to accept or have to be presented in a way in which they are willing to accept. Lastly, we're going to talk about the academic paths that students can take now to be able to relate to this course. Many students may be inspired to create a career in entomology, begin researching ways to create better sustainable communities, or simply begin their own community garden or begin composting from what we are learning now. And here at Davis or on our campus, we could try to continue to take courses or classes related to these subjects or the subject of sustainability itself, or either involve ourselves in sustainability projects that are ongoing here at Davis or create our own. And thank you for listening.